Hey, what's up, everybody? You are now tuned into the Black Ramen Podcast. Oh my God! It's long overdue. You know who I am already, but guess who I brought with me?
Hello. This is Sleepy Bree, sleepier than ever Bree. Haven't slept in months, Bree. Oh God, I could use a cup of tea, Bree. And I'm back.
What's up, people? This is Derby, aka Sexual Chocolate. Yeah. Hopefully my sound is better, but if it's worse, then blame Patty.
Anyway, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are back. You can hear us. You can look at us. We're everywhere. I'm super excited. It's long overdue. Welcome. Hey. Yeah, we're back. If you guys haven't noticed, we haven't been here for a while. And yeah, we wanted to say we miss you guys and thank you for tuning in to the Black Ramen Podcast. And yeah, summer has been a lot. We've gotten a lot of bangers. And but one banger in particular that is putting me in such a space, it's a lot. Tako-Peak's Original Sin. Tako-Peak was a 6 short, it's a short. We could call it a short. It's a 6 limited series.
A short, limited series, maybe I think is the word is. Because they're full-length episodes, like full 23-minute episodes each, but there's only 6 that completely tell the story. That is the full season. That is all we're going to get because it completely, I'm pretty sure, finishes the source material. Like, this is it. This is everything. They didn't want to do a movie, but there's not enough material for 12 episodes, so they gave us 6, and my God, what a 6.
Spoiler, if you haven't watched it, stop right now. Because y'all always get mad because I don't tell y'all to stop. Stop right now. I'm warning you. Stop. We're in 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Stop this shit. Stop it. Go and watch it and come back and listen to us. We'll wait.
And we apologize for being gone for a while and immediately come back with a spoiler, but honestly, you knew what you were listening to. You know what you clicked on. You know what we do here. If you didn't think on what we're on episode 6s of this season, we were about to drop mad spoils for everything, then you must be new. Welcome. Nice to meet you.
Hope you come back.
Welcome back. So here's the issue, ladies and gentlemen. If you now are getting into Tako-Peak's original, if you made it and you're listening to us, let me hold your hand when I say this. All right, where's the camera? The camera's right there. We are going to get through this together. You made it to the end. It was a lot of emotion. You went through a lot of shit. You may have called your mom, called your father. Who knows? You may have cursed him out. You may have said, I love you and hung up. Mixed feelings all over the board. But if you made it to episode 6 and you were like, whew, that was close, let me hold your hand. Thank you. Because of you made it so that we could get more anime like this. Thank you because you got taste and you're not one of those solo leveling motherfuckers. Thank you for actually paying attention to true art because the art was phenomenal. Story was sensational. And my God, what a roller coaster for 6 episodes. Can you imagine if we had enough material for 12? Nah, I would have had to call out.
Yeah, I don't know if I could have made it 12 episodes of this. It is just fun. When you say solo leveling, it just blows my mind that this and solo leveling are the same medium. They're both anime, but not all anime are created equal. You know, they do very different things, but it just feels so wild to compare them.
It is. There's no business to compare that book.
Stop. First off, everyone on this podcast enjoyed the fuck out of solo leveling. Stop it.
Yeah, and I'm ashamed of it. I did watch every single episode, and I was pissed about it. But dang, and half the episodes I looked and said, damn, that's so cool. It's so cool. My God, it's cool. Well, for Tako-Peak, you will not be saying it's cool. No. You will not. So how about
Honestly,
Who
if you
wants to
say
give the
it's
brief
cool,
synopsis, an overhead for anyone who might not have watched but doesn't mind spoilers and wants to know if they should? What is Tako-P's original sin about?
Coming up right. Nah, let me stop. So you know what? I'll do you one better. I'm just gonna read the synopsis that's under my my anime list. I'm gonna do this real quick.
Sometimes I want to hear this in Patty's own words.
yeah, Patty's own words. Patty's
Nah,
own
The way
words.
it puts
Patty's
it.
own words. Patty's own
Patty's
words.
own words. Patty's own
Patty's
words.
own words. Patty's own words.
All right,
Go
I'm
for
gonna
it.
be hood as shit. You know I'm be hood. So all right, so this what happened, right? There's a pink ass ball, right, that came from outer space. Now there is an alien that came from outer space that came from a planet Happy. Now all the aliens in Happy, their main motive is to leave their planet and go to another planet and spread joy and happiness because they have so much of it. Let's just spread it, right? Okay. Wait, hold on. Okay. So, my bad. So now what ends up happening is Tako-P, which is one of the aliens, lands on Earth. And boy, what a landing. So Tako-P lands on Earth, gets to interact with one particular girl, and has no clue whatsoever in the human thought process, greed.
Never read a history book.
Never read a history book. Nothing. He just is like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna be nice to this girl because she gave me some bread, and that's it. But I don't know if I can really translate. Brie, you got to take over because there's just so much. I can't break it down.
Okay. We'll do it like what you call it, the baton
premise.
run, the relay. We'll do it relay style. So she got the happy alien, lands on Earth and meets a girl. This girl's in like 4th grade, and she's not the happiest little girl. So little Tako-P's like, you know what? I'm going to fulfill my mission. I'm going to make you happy. And I have all these cute little happy gadgets that meant to inspire happiness. Like, look at this little thing. It'll give you wings. Look at this little thing. It has these cute little effects. So if you ever know about or watch Doraemon, it's that kind of trope. Like, look at these little alien gadgets that are meant to inspire joy. And yet, our poor little Tako-P has a hard time making this girl happy. Sexual chocolate, take it home for us.
I mean, he has a hard time because of what Patty said earlier. He ain't never read a history book, and he definitely ain't never read a psychology book, especially not a child psychology book. And yo, children be mean, and that's
Children are
basically
so mean.
that's basically the premise of the show: is that children be mean.
Not just children. Just children.
Some parents ain't shit. So if you watch Stars Align or what was it, Kotaro Lives Alone?
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Just parents who really should not have been allowed to walk out the hospital with that kid.
Yeah. It was definitely a lot. So we see that Tako-P interacts with this girl and we realize the girl is not in the best condition. She is, hold on, we got to get her name because if we're going to sit there and
Shizuka Kuze.
Shizuka Akuze.
No,
So
Kuze.
she's not
Akuze. No,
Akuze?
Just
Kuze.
Kuze. Okay.
Yeah.
So you see her and you see she's not living in the best conditions. Her mom is rarely there. She's rarely at home. And she has no friends but a dog. So when she goes to school, there's this one girl in particular that makes it her mission to make her life a living freaking hell, right? So we see this and it's just like Tako-P has no clue of what this girl is doing. She's like, wait, hold on. She must really like her. They must really be friends. But then when she sees the sadness, when Tako-P sees the sadness in this girl, then he's like, you know what? I'm going to try my best to make them friends because that's all they really need to do is just be friends.
Talk it out.
They just need to talk it out.
Talk out and everything will be happy and things will be great. And just so y'all know the tone of this show, every episode starts with a trigger warning saying, yo, if you need help, here's a helpline. That is the tone. I won't say it's twisted because it's not like doing dark, cool, twisted shit just for fun, but it is grim and it is heavy.
It is semi-logical
Actually,
conclusions. To,
the start, the
heavy
first one or
bullying.
two is grim and heavy, but then it just gets more intriguing, I'd say.
No, it's still grim and heavy. Stop it.
Really, I stopped like after the first episode or two, I felt heavy. I felt sad. I was like, my God, that's rough. I need a palate cleanser. But then by episodes 3 or 4, I'm like, oh, this shit is good.
Yeah, but that's just
They're
'cause you're
suffering.
numb.
Those children are suffering, but it's juicy.
Yeah, that's just because you're numb at that point and really want to know how it ends.
I mean, ladies and gentlemen, we did sit through Promised Neverland. We sat through Shadow House. This really ain't shit to us. Like, we used to it.
Well, first off, I don't think Promised Neverland compares.
This is worse. This is worse. But what I mean is, it's
Which
not
is weird.
just miserable.
Stars
If it
align,
was
yes.
just miserable,
Stars align,
I
yes.
wouldn't watch it. If it was just miserable, I wouldn't keep going. But it's misery that's like spiced and flavored in the most delicious way because there's intrigue. There's a solid plot. You are sitting there at every episode on the edge of your seat like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Yes.
There's practically a plot twist every single episode. It hits. The pacing is exquisite, I'd say. The animation is gorgeous. Like, it's such an interesting, cutesy animation style that's also really grim and disturbing. Like, it's not a horror, guys. This is not a horror. But just the
It's
way
definitely
they
a
draw
psychological,
things.
I guess, thriller.
Psychological, yes. I'd give it psychological.
Maybe? Yeah.
So
It can break you. Like, the trigger warnings are warranted.
it didn't do shit for me. I broke. The warning did not help.
That's because you ain't listened to the warning. Like, that's not their fault. They told you.
I honestly found it more interesting than I found it like grim and disturbing by the later episodes. Like, it still had like, oh shit, bad things are happening to these children. But like, what was happening with the plot was so intriguing that I was really captured. Like, what are they going to do next? What's happening here?
The plot got me. The plot got me.
Right, the plot carried us because no one okay. Some people do like to just be miserable and watch miserable stuff, but this is not just misery for misery's sake.
It was some shit, but so Tako-Peak, let's fast forward. Tako-Peak ends up revealing that he has a lot of trinkets from his planet, and while he pulls out said trinkets, there's one trinket in particular that's a string. Wait, before the string, there's actually another trinket that he pulls out. It's the camera, right? He pulls out the camera first. He pulls out the camera and he forces, what's her name? Shizuka to take a picture. And she's like, well, what's so special? It's just a freaking camera. And he's like, no. So we're happy right now. So this is a moment we can keep. And when we are in despair, we just can use that moment to go back to it. So pretty much it takes him back in time, right? He's so oblivious that he doesn't even realize, Tako-Peak doesn't even realize Shorty ain't really happy. She's just accepted her fate at this point, right? So now he pulls out another gadget, which is a string. So he figures, okay, this string, the way it works, you tie it between you and a person so you guys can always be friends forever.
Right. It's like a get-along sweater. That's what it is.
That's what they
did anyone parents wait, did y'all parents do get-along sweaters for you when you argued with people? No?
We Haitian.
Y'all didn't have get-along sweaters? Okay, for those who don't know what a get-along sweater is, a get-along shirt.
What is that?
Some are made, but oftentimes it might just be a belt that they might tie it together, or just an oversized t-shirt. When two siblings fight or two friends fight, the adults might come and say, okay, get-along shirt. They tie them together. It's like, y'all aren't allowed to separate until you work your shit out and start getting along. So, little Tako-Peak has this friendship ribbon, which pretty much ties to both sides, and it will not break at all until you guys are just bestest of friends.
Yeah. Yeah, that was so Tako-Peak is oblivious. So he gives the girl, so what's her name? Shizuka decides to take the string. She takes the string home, right? After her taking the string, like, we've all seen her take the string, and we're like,
we all see what's happening with that.
To do with the string, right? But before, I think I went in a little too far.
This is also episode 1, y'all. Also episode 1.
This is still episode 1. This is still episode 1, right? Does she get beat up by the bully?
Yeah. She gets her ass whooped.
Okay,
That always happens. That's fine.
So before she takes the string, the same day she takes the string, the girl
before she takes a string.
Before she takes the string.
This is the night before she takes a string.
Yes. Shizuki, am I saying it right?
No, Shizuka.
Shizuka. And who's the bully? What's her name?
Marina?
Okay.
I think it's Marina.
Marina, right? Marina goes to Shizuka and says, listen, I need you to meet me after school. You better come. Tako-Peak, the little happy alien, is like, oh, bet. This is great. She's inviting you to meet her after school. Come on now. This is beautiful. Now, you from Brooklyn like I'm from Brooklyn. You already know what type of time it is. If you're from New York, you already know what type of time it is. But anyway, Shizuka is crying. Am I saying it right, Shizuka?
Yep.
Okay, Shizuka is crying in the bathroom, right? And Tako-Peak's like, why are you crying? Hurry up. We got to go see the girl. And she's like, I'm going to go, but just give me a minute. Finally, Tako-Peak's like, you know what? Stay here. Tako-Peak shifts into Shizuka. I'm saying it right?
Yep.
Okay.
I think we jumped ahead.
No. Because I feel like that happens. Did we jump ahead?
You jumped ahead.
Okay.
He never went to school with her at first.
Okay, let's go back to the string. She takes the string. She goes home. Tako-Peak doesn't see her for like maybe a full day, right? Tako-Peak goes. Tako-Peak says, let me go to her house and see what's up because she's never missed school. Tako-Peak goes in the house and see her, swinging, right? So he still at this point doesn't know what happened. And he's looking at her like, silly girl, that's not how you're supposed to use the string. And finally, he gets her down. This beautiful, cute little pink octopus gets her down. And as he gets her down, he sees that she's not breathing. He says, oh, wait, hold on. What is this? What just happened? She's not moving. And it just hit him that she has passed. And I think he's like, what? He's not. What gets me upset, right? Tako-Peak has no clue on why this girl would do this, right? At this point, we already see that her house is not tended to. She's not a person that regularly eats. And when I tell you she's filthy, shirt, dirty, sneakers, mess. But my God, the artwork, the animation behind her hair and the shirt flowing is just beautiful. It's horrifying, but it's still beautiful at the same time, right?
It's well done.
Okay. It's cool. It's good. So now he decides, hey, I remember we took that picture. I'm going to go back to when we took that picture before she took the string. He takes the picture. He looks in the camera and goes back to the time when they took the picture. I think then that's when Marina tells Shizuka.
Woo! Yeah.
Tells Shizuka to come outside, right? To come meet me after school, right?
Meet me outside.
Yeah, so in general, because he has this little camera that turns out to be a time travel device, he can always go back in time to when that picture is taken. And he's like, okay, how do I stop this girl from doing that? Like, what do I have to do? Yep. And some of his various attempts, because, y'all, he doesn't go back in time once. He keeps trying.
Mm-hmm.
And it is just rough, because back to back, looping over and over and over. He's like, what if I do this? What if I do this? What if I go to school with her? What if I do that? What if I do these? What if I do those? How do I make her happy?
His dilemma is, like I said earlier, he has not read a child psychology book. So he has not gone to the root cause of, like, the only way to make her happy is to remove her from that situation. Like, completely. Mm-hmm. So if he does not get to that point, then everything else doesn't matter.
Nah, not at all. I totally agree. But I think the turning point of the story for me, now y'all got the gist of it. Now, people, if you still haven't seen it, We at 19 minutes and 45 seconds, 47, 48. Just cut it off. Just cut it off. Just cut it off. And then come back. At this point right now, this is what blew me away. Not when Marina dies. It's not that. Because we all wanted this bitch to die.
Well, you dropped that real casual.
I mean, y'all saw it. Y'all know what I'm talking about, all right? I already gave y'all
some people might not necessarily know yet. They might still be listening to see if they should.
If you
feel like your heart and mind can take this,
we gave mad warnings, mad spoilers. We let you know. We let you know.
Yo, it's so good. The plot really kicks off not.
I agree, Bree. I agree.
All right.
Where's she?
Oh no!
Wait, she came back. You fixed it? Okay, there it is. All right. You're back.
Hey.
Go ahead. What you was about to say?
I don't know. Where did I drop out?
Something about the plot.
The plot doesn't kick off because Tako-Peak's going back in time over and over with his camera. The moment the plot kicks off, and I was like, oh, never mind. But the moment it switched from just depressing to intriguing to me was the moment Tako-Peak accidentally broke his camera by smacking this little girl over the head so hard she died. He bashed the bully girl's brains out, blood splattering his cute little happy gadget. And he's just like, oh, honestly, shit. And you would think main little sad girl might feel a little worried, like, oh my God, she's dead. But instead, she was the happiest she had been in her life. She admits shoujo sparkles and said, oh my God, that's amazing. Thank you, Tako-Peak.
Like
and this poor little octopus is like covered in blood. Like, is this what it means to make her happy? And that is the moment that sets the tone for the entire rest of the show. And I love that. Again, it switches from just kind of like grim to, oh, actually, this is interesting. This can be kind of fun to watch. Still heavy, but it's like so wild and bizarre that it really works.
What hits is realizing
what's up with the camera?
That Shizuka. I'm learning, guys. That Shizuka is just like, she's oblivious to what just happened, and she's like,
no, she ain't. She is psycho.
She's like, thank you.
I don't like that bitch.
Thank you so much. And he's like, this is what it means to be happy. That's when I knew. Oh, nah, she a lost cause right now. You can't save her. Yo, what's that J. Cole song? Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. At this point, she's gone. There's nothing you can do for her.
Now you may wonder why many of us are not sad that Marina dies. There is a persistence to her bullying that was just so evil. Like, understand that for Shizuka, I'm convinced she breaks when her dog dies. What you don't know is Tako-Peak tries to save this dog on multiple occasions by just avoiding Marina after school. Like, she's not killing the dog during school. No, she's tracking her throughout the city to make her dog attack and then have the dog put down. Bree can't handle dog murder.
Oh, you talked about Chappie? He's just in Tokyo. Don't worry about it.
So yeah, Marina, she had it coming.
I mean, she did.
This is a show uniquely filled with terrible people. It's not a huge cast of characters, but every single one of them sucks, except for one. They all suck. But it's in an interesting way. It's not just this is a bad character, I'm annoyed watching it.
Except for
they're kind of like broken individuals. To be nice about it, they are broken and shattered. And we already said kids are mean, but like kids are mean.
I just want to fast forward real quick, right? So we see all this transpiring. I think the dilemma is when we really find out that Tako-Peak is no stranger to the camera. At one point, Tako-Peak ends up going back home to report back to his home planet to let his mother, I guess it's his mother, know the progress of his mission. Finally, he starts rambling and saying, like, yo, I'm not done yet. I got to kill such and such. And they're not really happy. Mom, I'm going down. I need to go back before this happens. And the mom is telling him, listen, if you go back down there, I don't want you to go back because it looks like you failed. What the hell is kill anyway? Anyway, if you go back down there, just know you will have no memory of what happened. You're going to go down there like from scratch. He's like, no, I don't care. I know, I'm confident in this mission to know that I'm going to know what's important in the mission. And then boom, he just totally disobeys his mom, presses a button and just goes back. And we realize now he goes back, and the first person to actually have encounters with Tako-Peak is not Shizuka. It's actually Marina. And it's not the same.
Still sucks in that timeline.
I mean, it still sucks, yes, but not the younger Marina, a little older Marina, middle school Marina,
high school
Marina, and and you're like, whoa. So your mission, you were supposed to be with this girl. You're supposed to be with Marina. You wasn't supposed to be with Shizuka the whole time. And then we start to see this alien just has no freaking clue whatsoever. Oh my God. All right, you can hear me? There we go. This alien has no freaking clue whatsoever. And this is when everything gets really interesting. You start to realize that somebody got to take the remote control from you, my nigga. Like, this is crazy.
They tried. Like, smack the hand out the way.
It was just at this point I knew that, damn, we got some good writing in our hands, that this was, but not to forget the side character, not to forget what's his name now? Because he was a good character. He was
the big brother or the little brother?
The little brother.
The little brother.
Azuma. Now, poor little Azuma. Yeah. Azuma is, I can't help but really love and hate him at the same time, because I feel like he noticed that Shizuka was getting beat up, and every time when he would be like wanting to intervene, his friends would be like, hey, we coming over to your house. We got to play with that PlayStation that you, what? Okay. Looks back and it keeps moving. And I'm like, bro, you really didn't really care about her like that.
I want to give him some credit, because part of it was he would ask her, like, yo, we can go and tell the adults, but his dilemma is remember, they're in 4th grade when we meet these guys, and he does not know what to do. Like, what are they, like 8, 10?
Like that.
About? Like, what do you do when somebody's being clearly bullied and the adult who's supposed to handle it ain't doing shit? Like, as an 8-year-old, like, you're trying to figure this shit out, like, yeah, it's wrong. I can stop it sometimes a little bit, but I don't really have any power here. Like, So I felt for my boy.
Jerry, put the mic close to your mouth.
Now, was he also stupid? Like, I felt for Azuma, but was he also stupid as shit?
Yeah. Yes. But
and that's his mom.
Yeah, but all right. This is why I'm a little conflicted with Azuma. Azuma came and was like, yo, listen. She reminds me, when he starts to speak about Shizuki, or he starts to reflect on her, he's like, she has that warmth that I want from my mom. She's real pretty, and she has a double eyelid.
Oh yeah, he got serious mommy issues.
Dad mommy issues. And I'm like, it's not that you really want to help her out of the goodness of your heart. It's because you really want to help her because she's actually giving you something that you probably didn't get from your mom. And I just feel like that's very, very, I don't want to say selfish. I'm going to say human-like for the sake of Tako-Peak, for the sake of the show. And that what really disappointed me, because I was like, I really felt for this boy. This whole entire time, he made this whole illusion up that he really had to go out his way to please his mom and to do all these things, to be top student, without even going to his brother and talking to him about what's really eating him up inside. And finally, his brother's like, yo, listen, let me tell you something.
Now that's
The brother was like, yo, I don't know what you thought this was, because her pancakes ain't shit. You doing that for some, I would understand if it was IHOP, but that's not even close to that. That's not even Mrs. Butterworth's at this point. This is not even good shit. And she didn't even cook them all the way through. Your mom is just crazy like that. And
she's a shit cook, bro.
Be thankful that you didn't get that 100% to get those pancakes, and you really you saved yourself mentally, like you saved yourself. But in all jokes aside, I want you to understand that I am your big brother for a reason. Yes, we may disagree in certain things, but just know that you will always have me. You'll never have to be alone. You will always have me. And that's what changed everything for him, because at this point, he's about to go in and take the fall for Shizuka.
I don't know if he was about to, but he was definitely considering it, which is wild.
I think he was going to, because the shit was in his pocket. He was about to do something. We don't know what. He was either about to turn himself in or be a snitch, one or the other. But all I know, when he was leaving that apartment, he was going to the police. So, I like the fact that we get to see with each character how ain't shit their parents are, because there's a different level to ain't shit, right?
Yeah, like Azuma's was just kind of mean compared to, you know.
I would actually
Azuma's
say
was just kind of mean. Shizuka's was just kind of.
I would say Shizuka actually had the best parent, because that chick, she was away.
One.
But that's because she was working night
shift.
Parent, she was working a lot. We don't necessarily know, because as far as we know, her parent wasn't intentionally beating on her. Or actually wasn't beating on her at all. Wasn't intentionally manipulating her. She was just away. Her mom worked as an escort. They didn't have much money. They were impoverished. Poverty was screwing over Shizuka more than her mom did. But Azuma's mom intentionally broke him. Looked him in the eye and said, "You're not giving good enough. I'm just giving up on you. You are childish," to a fourth grader. "You are childish. You don't need to try anymore, because I'm not going to try anymore." That's fucked up. Shizuka's mom didn't say that to her, as far as we saw.
No, 100%. But part of the reason I want to give Azuma's mom some grace is we saw his conversation with his brother and what he heard before, you know, his brother broke through. Like, he heard it, like, way worse. So I think, like, I'd like to believe, like, the first few times, she was a little mean, and then the rest were just kind of...
No, I don't think so.
He just made it way worse.
I'll let you, the viewers, decide. What this woman did was she had two sons. The older son, great at everything. He was a prodigy at academics. He had a ton of friends. Everybody loved this guy. Great at athletics. Could do no wrong. So whenever he brought a good test score home, she made him these pancakes and said, "Well done." And with her second son, when he brought a test score home, she made him a stack of pancakes, then looked him in the eye and says, "Oh, you only got a 95 out of 100? You didn't deserve these. You didn't earn these." So she would take the pancakes from in front of them, take him away, and put them in the trash can. And multiple times.
I mean, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, that is fucked up. It wasn't just do better. It was, I'm going to look you in the eye, pretend like I'm giving you a gift, and tell you you are not good enough, and throw it away in front of your face.
Honestly, homie should have just made himself some pancakes. Like, they're not that hard. Like, dude.
I agree. But
and then just laugh as she cleans the kitchen.
First attempt. But here's the thing.
Right?
Neglect is still a form of abuse. So even though Shizuka's mom wasn't present, I mean, we saw her as she slept. She doesn't look disheveled. She looks clean even when she's laying there.
Yeah. For the record, I am fully not saying Shizuka wasn't abused. I said of the three parents, hers was the least bad.
I don't think so.
Really? Okay, so
I don't
you
so.
think
I think she just
just being
I think
neglectful
Azuma's is bad.
is not or is worse than giving a kid a gift, looking him in the eye, saying you're not good enough, and throwing away, and is worse than
Yeah, but here's
taking
the thing.
glass to your child's face and giving her a scar.
No, hold on. We all know Marina's mom is
Yeah,
going to
Marina's
win.
mom easily wins.
That's
for sure.
right. She's easily the main villain that starts
Yeah.
everything. But when I say Azuma's mom, like he still has food. He has clean clothes on his back. You know, like he got glasses that one time. He probably could ask for more, but you know he's nervous because of the whole pancake situation.
So my thing is this.
But he's not really being harmed
Right.
I disagree.
physically.
All right. So
Psychologically, he's
yeah,
broken.
he's broken. But at some point,
But that's not nothing like a few therapy sessions
Right.
won't fix.
or
Right.
a couple of days out with your brother. So, but
Exactly.
here's the thing: like, if in my scale of which parent is the worst, Marina's parent,
Easily.
Obviously.
and then Azuma's,
Yeah.
and then I would say Shizuka's.
Yeah, that's what I'm agreeing.
Weirdly enough, though, for Marina's, we do know she actually has mental
Yes.
health issues. The mom. Like, she's committed in like two timelines.
Yeah.
So there is something to that where it's like, really, they should have had her committed earlier. So I don't know why they didn't. I assume money. But
Yeah. I still feel like,
if we're going on actions alone,
She is.
she's the worst.
but I'm not going to take away from Shizuka's mom. She really is a piece of shit. And I'm not going to say it's necessarily just poverty that's fucking her up, because I still feel like the house is fairly, you could tell it's unkept, right? But still, I feel like this child is greatly neglected. Like the lack of socks, the bad shoes, the beat up shirt. And I'm like, yeah, your mom is not doing nothing to make sure that you are at least bathing or at least have clean clothes. That's what I'm getting from her mom. Because by God, like, I would be concerned if my kid has like a messed up shirt. But when I tell you that woman slept like an angel, like a baby, while her daughter got up, not making a noise to go to school because she had a long ass night, I'm just like, nah, neglect is, whew.
She's the amount of time
neglecting her so
came
much.
home covered in bruises.
Yes.
Should
And nothing,
a
and
little
nothing
bit
was
more
said.
concern.
Nothing was said. Neglect. She was so good at neglecting her. You never heard Shizuka say anything about her mom neglecting her. She never complained about it. She just said she's busy. She's not home yet. And that's it. She never said.
I mean, part of it is the whole societal situation. So, like I said, there's teachers at the school who see her covered in bruises. They know she wasn't covered in bruises when she came into school that day, right? They know that. Lunchtime happened. She's now showing up with a black eye. Y'all not questioning shit? It wasn't her parents. This happened here. Nobody said shit. She go to the stationery. She go to the store to buy books and shit because, you know, bullies have destroyed it. She's showing up bruised up. Nobody said shit. She walks home, which means multiple neighbors see her. Nobody says shit. And again, I go back to what I said about Azuma earlier. Like, yo, if the adults ain't doing shit, like, it's similar to like when Tako-Peak is in that first timeline and he getting kicked around by Marina, and he's like, "Oh, you gonna be a good mom? This because your mom beats you. Obviously, you beat me. That makes sense." I think Shizuka's going through something similar. It's like, well, the adults ain't doing shit, so this is just how it goes based on, you know, the class I'm in life. Like, she doesn't break till the dog is killed.
Right. Yeah.
But before that, she's just taking it because it's just a matter of fact. This is just how life goes.
But here's the thing, though. We do acknowledge that she does break, right? But my thing is, right, with Shizuka, when she looked at, what's the boy name again?
Azuma.
When she looked at Azuma, right, and she told him, hey, it's just me and you now, right? You got this. And she had that smile in her face. And I'm like, she know what she doing.
That's why I can't. Like, that's why I know they're all bad. They are all terrible. She is not purely the victim in this. She had broken enough to become the aggressor herself. Because the way she played this boy, the way she knew exactly what she was doing, gave him a little kiss and say, "Take the fall for me. I'll wait till you get out of juvie." Mm-hmm. And drove him into a corner.
Azuma just wanted pancakes.
I mean, she did play Tako-Peak too.
She played Tako-Peak, and as soon as Tako-Peak says, "Hey, I don't want to do this anymore," what did she do? She took a rock and started bashing the shit out of poor little Tako-Peak. It's like, "Oh, you're not helping me anymore?"
Until homie's memories came back.
Yeah, I could understand if you guys weren't ready to finish watching it, and to those who finished it, I applaud you. And for those of you who dropped it, I understand. I completely understand. This was a powerful series because of, one, it was only 6 episodes. When I looked it up to read the manga, because after episode 1, I said, oh, nah, I got to read the manga. I was in at least 6 chapters in, and I said, oh, no. I could wait. It was just too devastating. And I think I got up to when they killed Marina. And I was like, oh my God. No. I'm not doing this. It was just too much. And then finally, when Derby and Bree called me, was like, did you finish? Let me call you back. And I finished it. And I was like, I was pleasantly surprised because it gave us an ending that we were not expecting. Long story short,
let's talk about that. Yeah, let's definitely talk about the ending because I want to know what you guys think. Because I don't think I'm satisfied with the ending.
I am.
I like the ending. It is not a satisfying ending. I am gonna take this cop out because it does feel like the last move Tako-Peak pulls is kind of fucking out of nowhere. Like, when the fuck were you able to do that? I guess that's fair.
Sorry.
My bad, guys. Yeah. So I guess that's fair. You could do that, but sure.
And as we
then like what led to the reconciliation for both of the characters is like
just to say, as we talk about it, just to be clear, so everyone knows, just in case you missed or are wondering, the big ending resolution we're talking about is Tako-Peak rewinds time, erases himself from it, so things reset as though he had never come. But in the back of Shizuka and Marina's minds, they have a faint, like recollection of an octopus-like creature. Like an imprint, not a real memory, just kind of like, I feel like it's familiar. They bond over it, become friends, and everything's not fine. Marina still gets abused to the point where her mom scars her with glass. Shizuka's mom still ain't shit. Azuma's mom still ain't shit. But, you know, those two are friends, and he gets along with his brother.
But
happy ending.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Azuma.
His monologue.
Azuma's great. Azuma wins here because he's no longer with any of the crazy chicks.
Yep.
He's not with any of the crazy chicks. And he hangs out with his brother, who he turns out...
Right, he fixes his mommy issues and sticks with his brother.
Yes.
He ends up happy, and the girls become friends while still being abusive.
You know what's crazy? Wait. Azuma needs all the flowers. I'm going to tell you why. Azuma meets Tako-Peak. He said, yo, what up, octopus? What's up? What's going on? What are you trying to do now? He said, well, you know, this snake. He said, let me tell you something. It's okay. I'm going to tell you why it's okay. It's okay to fight with your brother. It's okay to have emotions. It's okay to go up and down. It's okay to be good. It's okay to be bad. It's okay to be both of them at the same time. The only problem is that you're thinking is that you think you got to fix it, right? But it's okay. It's okay to fight with. This is the shit that the quote that does it for me. It's okay to fight with your brother. There's nothing wrong with that. And that doesn't, I think it means more than what you think it means. Like, it's okay to go through ups and downs in life. It's okay to go through everything. But yes, you may fight with your brother, but you and your brother won't end up fighting for the rest of your lives. It's okay to have a rough patch I think that's what he's trying to deliver. That's the type of message he's trying to deliver to Tako-Peak. And Tako-Peak then realizes, oh, I fucked up. Like, I feel like he's really getting it now. Like, he should have met Azuma first. And Azuma
and his brother are the most satisfying storyline.
Yes.
In this entire
the only people with some sense. The only people with some sense. So I'm just like, okay, cool. We just need a time where you reflect on, like, I feel like the mission that was at hand for Tako-Peak was more for Tako-Peak than anybody else. Because if he would have left anything, if he would have just left shit alone, none of this would have been as bad as him pressing reset.
No, we saw what was like if Marina it was left alone. Shizuka would still try to kill herself.
Marina
kills her mom and then kills herself. Mm-hmm. And Azuma still has mommy issues. Mm-hmm. So that's bad. What made this final timeline work wasn't the fact that Tako-Peak left it out, but the fact that he left a single kernel in the two girls' minds of, I guess, empathy, a single spark of y'all don't have to fight. And that's what worked. They didn't have to fight, so they didn't drag Azuma into it, and they just grew up dysfunctional together. They had a fellow buddy with ancient parents. Mm-hmm. Again, I cannot stress enough, in the big finale, they are definitely still heavily abused by their parents.
Oh, for sure.
Heavily, terribly, but they at least have each other to laugh about it. Like, yo, bitch, you got glass across the face. That's why
your mom sucks.
My mom put down my dog.
Your mom sucks.
Your mom a hoe. Well, at least my mama didn't scratch up my face. There's that kind of buddies.
At least my mom don't pop.
Let's go visit your mom.
My mom don't pop meds like Skittles.
they're that kind of buddies.
But she do know.
So
it's different.
I might like it. I'm not satisfied.
Mine's is prescribed.
I'm not satisfied because him just, magically going back, putting a small kernel of himself and dipping out. It's a little weird. It's a little weird that they are just like cool with each other now, but I kind of do like that. It's not a happy ending. This show does not get a happy ending, but it gets a happy enough ending.
If you were Team Azuma, if you're Team Azuma, it's a happy ending.
So you know what? My question is for you guys, since you guys were dissatisfied about it. I thought it was a satisfying ending, but you guys don't. So what ending would you prefer? What ending would you prefer, Brie? And then we go to Derby.
Make me go first. Okay, what ending would I prefer?
Mm-hmm.
I would like some consequences for some of those parents. Gosh. Okay, fine. So yes, so maybe some consequence for the parents. For at the very least Shizuka, because Marina's already dead. I'm okay with leaving her dead, because in this timeline, like where it was before, she was fully dead. I'm okay with leaving it dead as a consequence. I'm okay with Tako-Peak dying, but I needed Shizuka to get like a spark of empathy on her own to grow a little bit, because Shizuka doesn't grow. She gets just worse over the series. She has a giant emotional back down, and again starts beating the shit out of this poor little octopus alien with a rock without any kind of resolution for her. So in that timeline as it was, there was no resolution. I was okay with Azuma because then he bonded with his brother. He's facing it was both resolution and consequences in that timeline. Resolution that he bonded with his brother, he was getting over his mommy issues, and consequences that he was like, yo, straight up, my brother can't go to college because of this, my family's medical clinic is shutting down, things are kind of shit, but at least mentally I'm in a bit better place. For Shizuka, there was none of that kind of resolution. It just got worse and worse, and she had this big explosion, and it ended there. And Marina's obviously dead. I'm okay with her being dead because that's kind of where that was leading. But yeah, I think I would have liked more of an emotional resolution and also consequence to fall on Shizuka to make her, grow up better.
Okay. All right, Derbs?
So, like I said, I was fine with the ending. I'm not satisfied, but that's mainly because the powers weren't explained. You explain those powers at some point to let me know, hey, you can always sacrifice yourself to make your moves work one last time and make it work with just random effects. Because all the time travel we saw before, there was no remnant. So if they had left that, every time he went back in time, things were just a little different. Like everyone was just like, wait, deja vu? Like, didn't I attack this chick? Didn't I gouge her eye out yesterday? I could have swore I gouged her eye out yesterday. All right, I'll just do it now. And then like by the 10th time, it's like, all right, this is a weird dream I'm having. I got to stop. Like give me something to make me believe, like, all right, this one last go round where he gives himself up to make the item work one last time. Because I can accept that. Is that plus the I left a fragment of memory in everyone? Nah, I can't buy both. Like that never did that before. When you used it every single time before, it did not do that. Why does it do it now? So yeah, it's one of those overthinking things where it's just like, I can't just accept this after you spent like 5 episodes telling me how something works, and then you just decided, nah, it works this way now. No.
Okay.
So that's my main pet peeve.
Okay. All right. Me personally.
Overall.
And one more thing. I want that teacher fired.
Yeah. That's consequences for some of the people around, because there are so many people and just nothing happened to any of them, which maybe that's just a personal preference thing and not an actual test of quality. Because I will say this, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely worth watching. It's so good. I'm just having like nitpicks for the ending. It by no means destroyed the rest of the show. It was still absolutely worth the watch.
Yeah. I think the show did well enough that it was fine that it stumbled a little at the end.
Okay. I think the ending was absolutely perfect. It left me in a place. I think it was perfect. It left me in a place where I'm just like, I'll take that. Because regardless of where it was going to go, in my mind, it was just going to be up to shit anyway. Like, I just had it that there's no resolution, because all you keep doing is just messing up the timeline to the point that there's no coming back from this. You just literally just repeating the same. Like, you're thinking you're doing, Tako-Peak's thinking that he's doing something. Like, I'm going to do it this way next time. No, my guy, because now he dies or she dies or something happens. And at this point, when he realizes that, okay, I just have to eliminate myself from the equation and just leave a little sprinkle, dazzle, razzle, dazzle. And I think I just need to leave well enough known. And he realized that he's an idiot. He said, listen, I'm not smart. I know I'm an idiot. But I think that's not bad if all I want is for the people that I like to be happy. And then it hit him. I just have to just let it be. It's okay. Just what Azuma said. It's all right to have a fight with your big brother.
And
Azuma's smart. In more ways than one. He is smart. He may not be doing all right in that semester, but he was smart in this particular situation.
No, he's doing great in that semester. He's an A student, just not an A+ student.
I mean, but yeah. So I thought it was a good ending. I think we got more than we deserved. To be honest with you, I thought seeing them two together, Shizuka and Marina, just seeing them together in that bookstore. And Marina still being a little aggressive, talking about you ain't shit, and then kicks her, and then they're like, yeah, I remember that octopus thing. Me too. But I don't know from where. Doesn't that look like what you think? I know, but I don't know from where. And it was nice. It was nice. We get to see them grow up and still have to deal with those probably ancient parents, but they're doing it together. So I think that we got more than what we deserved. I thought it was good for the little time that we had, but there are some questions to be had right now because recently I decided to go on my anime list, and as I was talking to Bree and Derby, I said, "Oh my God, did you check out these comments?" And they were like, "What?" So there's like 2 comments in particular, right, that I think that I wanted to bring up. So shout out to, should we say? Yeah, we're gonna say the name. We're gonna shout out because we're not gonna shit on them, right?
Actually, maybe don't shout it out. I can't guarantee I won't shit on anything.
All right, somebody that wrote.
Yeah,
go look it up yourselves. Somebody who wrote, Tako-Peak's Original Sin is a uniquely captivating anime, but rather than shower it with praise, I'm going to cut against the grain and explain why I think it's a bit more flawed than others may lead you to believe. However, before I get to my criticisms, let me begin with the positives that even scenic like me. Woo, okay. In terms of production values, the show is a masterpiece. The OST is perfectly fitting, contrasting naive joy against brutal reality in a way. Listen, first of all, A plus, bitch. A plus.
Those people wrote essays.
This. Listen, the fact that
amazing.
It is good. It is good. Okay. All right, let's go. Listen, she gave it enough praise. Let's go to the shit talking, huh? With that out the way, this is paragraph 3. It's a long ass shit. With that out the way, let's get into my main issue with the anime. The story. Tako-Peak's original sin is a tragedy about the lives of children impacted by the careless decisions of their parents. By the time Tako-Peak arrives on Earth, the ramifications of these decisions have already gone too far to be fixed. The anime really wants you to understand this fated doom, hammering the point for a good portion of its runtime. No matter what Tako-Peak does, some character suffers the ultimate price in order for another to benefit. I don't think that's a bad thing. But then again, let's continue to read. The problem is that rather than really focus on the nuisance of doomed circumstances of the role of the characters' agency within them, the anime chooses to just hammer in pause. Hey, she didn't write pause. I just said that. Hammer in the misery nail. Each and every time the plot works towards to potential resolution by the characters, some other element of misery is hammered in. In a vacuum, this would be fine. Actions have consequences, and it's foolish to think that an action has only positive consequences. However, the story does the exact opposite. No matter what the characters do, they only have negative consequences. They are never positive consequences, at least as a neat sum, by any of the changes caused by Tako-Peak's meddling. Okay, this leads me to another flawed aspect of the story. Let me see. Shizuka is bullied relentlessly by Marina and no one cares. She has to buy a new stationery board every day, and yet the stationery store owner doesn't recognize this. I get there are children who suffer in silence, but the anime magnifies this in such a level that it feels practically impossible for others not to notice. It is a cartoonish level of apathy that breaks the suspension of disbelief.
Dang, that person's so good at writing. Like, just
I would have thought this was Bree. I'm not gonna hold you. I would have thought this was Bree or one of Bree's classmates that got the same degree.
Thank you. That I appreciate. I appreciate that high regard.
It's good writing, but on that last point, it just feels like this person has not watched enough Japanese and K-drama things. Like the sheer amount of bullying that they have to deal with in that country. Because honestly, they don't have school shootings. That's really what it comes down to in my head. Because out in America, you can't pull that bullshit too long. Because eventually, everyone in class is getting shot. Like, I wish it wasn't the case. But, hey, I'm not in charge.
Okay.
And not just there. Even here, I don't need to suspend my disbelief to think of adults acting with apathy at an abused child. Because we see adults act with apathy at abused children. We see teachers will sometimes look the other way or just pretend they don't see anything. The person at the store, I even less believe the person at the store working behind the register, so you take note of what's going on, or saying like, yo, that's wild, I feel bad for that kid, but not to act. So I don't feel like that's a suspension of disbelief. I feel it's more an unfortunate reality that some kids do face where their suffering is just overlooked, ignored, and not really acknowledged.
Let me speak for the guy behind the register. I don't get paid enough for this. All I'm doing, I'm just behind the register in this shitty ass job with shitty ass people that don't know how to take care of their kid. I'm not going to sit here to be the only avenue that this girl has for help. I can't even help myself. I cannot do this with you. I'm like, I don't understand why she's pinning all that on this particular person, on
but not the teacher.
Not the teacher. But no, the one behind the register. Like, are you serious? No, miss. That's
it was an interesting choice in her writing to phrase it like that. Okay. I think she meant by like not even this person, so no one's acknowledging it. But it's true, and it's just something I slightly disagree with. Again, amazingly well written as like an analysis of the show, but I think I just disagree with some of the points she made.
Here's the thing, right? Just understand, this is a brief story, right? This is a brief manga, right? You're not going to get everything that you want to get out of this, but the job is delivered. The story was well written, I think, and it makes you think twice about just human nature, how the human mind works from all aspects, from children to adults. Like, it doesn't matter how old you are. You're not without issues. You're flawed. And there's just something that's going to mess with you. That's going to make you be like, oh, I'm in Earth. And that's just it. Now, I think that what they're picking at is just I feel like you're drawing for straws here. I don't see where you want the resolution. Life, you don't get resolutions. Sometimes you just have to deal with what you have. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And I'm not trying to.
Sometimes you just have lemons because you ain't got no sugar, you ain't got no water. You ain't making lemonade.
It's fine because you know what? You need lemons to clean your chicken. So it's like, listen, I could do with lemons.
You got no chicken. You're getting lemons. Cool. That's it. That's what life gave you. Life gave you lemons, and that's all you got. And that's what I'm going to make do with it.
Because there's people that can't even get lemons. I'm fine. Hey. Look at the goodness of what you have. You're alive. Yeah. You know what? I'm not going to say depression is not a thing. Depression is a big thing. But I feel like when it comes to children this young, we're not dealing with depression. Some of these things, like depression, you have no choice. It just happens. With these children, they're not the ones that are in control of their environment and what happens to them in this case, because they're still children. I think the biggest person that you need to put the blame on.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa. Marina's in fucking control. She could just not. I'm not giving her.
She could just not what?
She could just not bully.
No, I'm not talking about her being the bully. I'm talking about her being. At some point, we do have to talk about the fact she is a victim by her mom.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. But also no.
I'm not going to take away from the fact that she did a shit thing, but I'm not going to take away from the fact that she.
No, 100%. She's a victim here, but I ain't gonna let her just.
No, we're not gonna let her walk away from that. That's end up in that too. All right. So we're not gonna let her walk away from that. But we do have to understand that
shout out to Tako-Peak.
But we do have to understand that these children are just in ain't shit predicaments, and sometimes you can't find a resolution for it. They're not in control of their shit. Like, if your mom is doing the most and your dad is doing the most, sometimes you just gotta live with them doing the most until you get the fuck out. So, one more thing that she said that I was like, interested that she wrote. She said, a bit of a minor spoiler, but among these gadgets, one enables time travel, and this leads to a whole slew of time-related issues. These issues are not only plot related, but also impact the flaw. How time actually works seems clear at first, but eventually it gets so messy that the rules become unclear. It's not so messy that it's impossible to understand or anything, but it just isn't as clear presented as it could have been. You agree or disagree?
I made a simple point earlier. Like, when that time travel at the end, specifically for me, like that wasn't in the rules. When did this change? I can accept like the Tako-Peak when he went back home, like time travel from the big clock works better. Like, hey, you can go further back, and I'm like, all right, fine, I can accept that. You gotta go back to the big time machine, sure. But again, not to beat a dead horse, but like being able to leave like fragments of yourself when you time travel. Nah, that's new. Was never introduced.
Actually, we might have to go back and review that because I feel like
that's why I said feels.
I feel like during some of his montage, there were brief glimpses of like when Marina's coming up to bully, the bullying doesn't quite work. Because like, wait, didn't this already happen? But I can't remember that exactly. But there is a possibility that there were like super minor fragments out of his previous camera use of time travel. Nothing as clear.
See, by that standard, Marina would have remembered Tako-Peak.
I mean,
that was a different one. So this is the camera time travel versus the big clock time travel. Big clock did not leave any memories of the people.
No.
Because Tako-Peak had two things happen when he went back. One was his memory wipe, and two, he traveled through time. Those were two separate things using from the big clock. So his mother wiped his memory, but the big clock sent him back. So the big clock has nothing to do with like partial memory wipes. It just completely rewound time. But the camera did.
No, I understand that.
Might have, if I remember.
That's the thing. The might have doesn't work for me because by that standard, Marina shouldn't remember Tako-Peak at all.
You know what?
Correct. You're right.
Except as a tragic memory.
Marina should not remember Tako-Peak in
brutally
that
murdered her
because she never got along with Tako-Peak.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
But here's my thing right now, right? We don't know if that was on purpose, that Tako-Peak left a fragment of just his existence in the minds of Shizuka and Marina.
I don't. But my issue is that it happened. And there's no reason it should have based off the previous usage of the camera. Okay. That's all.
So, I don't know. I think it did the best of what little time it had. Maybe if the mangaka, I can see this going to at least a couple of more chapters. Yeah, I could see the story going to a couple of more chapters, hence more episodes.
They get one over, and that's enough.
Okay. Got you. Another one, this is a whole different person who wrote this comment. And this one was a doozy. So we're not going to say the name. So we're going to say, let me start off by reading it. It says, good build-up, well-written characters, actual proper story along with premise and gimmick. Absolutely blew it with the finale. Okay.
Well, that doesn't tell me anything. It just says blew it.
No. I'm about to read the rest of the shit. I just paused for effect. Goddamn, Bree. It felt like the writer had no genuine way to finish this story in the time they were given and instead rushed things along, landing us at the ending that truly didn't really resolve anything in an organic fashion, even within the gimmick area that Tako-Peak gives us. The anime had a good chance of rectifying this, but nonetheless, it was a mess. It was a missed chance at actual delivering here instead of inadvertently roping one in for a completely unsatisfactory device. Etc. Whatever. Ending that doesn't feel warranted. Yeah. Does not answer questions, leaves things up and open for interpretation, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, just won't watch this. My score only goes there because at the very least, every other part of the story was good until the end, where it all fell apart like a proper, like paper towel in the rain.
Paper towel in the rain.
Again, well written, sir. That was a fun little tidbit. Wow. So I agree, somewhat and somewhat not. Again, similar. I enjoyed the ending, but I'm not satisfied with it from a storytelling perspective. Again, it made you think all these two needed to be friends was the memory of a little octopus. And it's like, I don't see how that sparked a friendship enough to get over their issues. Because, by that point, I'm pretty sure Marina had, regularly beaten the shit out of Shizuka. And Shizuka's mom was still sleeping with her dad.
But she hasn't killed her dog yet.
So that explains why Shizuka didn't break, but didn't really explain why they're, good friends now.
Oh no, that I can accept off of just trauma bonding. Like once they talk it out and realize they both have ain't shit parents, I can see that. We didn't see it, but I can surmise that from. I can infer that from their relationship towards at the end, that they basically just sat down and just talked about how shitty all of their parents are, and the shit they're both going through.
Trauma bonding.
Exactly.
So here's the thing. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I feel like y'all are asking for way too much for 6 episodes. This was supposed to be a ride. This was supposed to be a short ride. I don't think some of y'all can handle 12 because it was a lot. The first episode blew out the water. Everybody kept on saying, warning, warning, warning. I got videos of people saying, for the person who decided to recommend me Tako-Peak Original Sin, may you ride in hell. Like, there are people on the TikTok app that are saying, whoever told me this was cute, whoever told me to watch this, we are no longer friends. So, you know what? I just felt like this was really good. I could deal with it not having the exact explanation of certain gadgets and stuff like that, or certain time travels and stuff like that. This to me was like, there's no flaw. It was perfect for what it was, for what it gave. It gave me 6 episodes of, oh my God.
I'm not counting that. No. Whether you have 6 or 600, you have it sorted as hell, and it's worth critiquing. So it's not a matter of like he didn't have enough time. Look, I don't think time was the issue.
Patty, there are 10 out of 10s, and then there are 9.5s.
Wait, if we're gonna,
here we are at 9.5.
So, no, we can't do 9.5. You know our rating system. We got ramen cups now. We got ramen cups 1 through 5. Wait, don't say yours. Right,
so there's 5 out of 5 minutes. 5 out of 5 ramen cups. And now we got 4.
This is the 4 ramen cup show.
So the show is 4 ramen cups.
4 ramen cups.
Look, I always say this whenever we're talking about shows. I'm like, yo, you gotta stick the landing.
You gotta stick the landing. And this, it's like they had a toe outside the line. They almost stuck, but ever so minor point deduction.
It's just not perfect. Ain't Simone Biles.
It's Gabby Douglas. But ain't Simone.
Jesus.
All right, so Brilliant Derby gives it 4 ramen cups. 4 ramen cups. Chatty Patty gives it 4.5 ramen cups.
We can do halves?
You just said we can't do half.
No, you can do half. Why I say
what is a half of ramen cup? Like you just didn't pour in the hot water?
No, you
gotta eat it crunchy.
No. We can do half.
Is this the lemons all over again? Did you only get lemons instead of ramen?
You get the ramen cup and only 1 chopstick.
All right, you know how? Okay, this is why I say you can get half. Do you know when you eat your ramen and then you still got broth? There are restaurants that will still give you extra ramen for that broth. It won't taste the same to me personally, but you will get another serving of noodles to put in the leftover broth. That's what I get. That's what I get, half ramen cup. So that's why.
Sure.
So that's why. I mean, the broth is still good. It's just not as hot.
It's a show I would happily recommend.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyone who I knew wasn't, suffering mentally.
Yeah, if you like Stars Align, I think you'll like this one and vice versa.
I think that's the problem. I think a lot of people who are getting into anime are watching this, and I'm like, ooh.
Oh, don't do. Actually, I would say this is a decent one for people who are just getting into anime because it shows what you can do with animation as a medium, like how interesting and creative it can be, as well as having like really serious content and no fan service. Because sometimes someone just getting into anime, having like certain panty shots might make them look a little sideways. So this is one that's easily digestible, serious content matter, and incredible animation. So if someone doesn't mind things that are grim, I would say this is a good place for a starter anime. So it's just 6 episodes. You can get someone to commit to 6 episodes easier than you can the One Piece 1,000 episode treatment.
I don't know about starter anime. I'd start you on like Shadow's House before I gave you this.
Agreed. Agreed.
Right? There are lighter ones. Hell, even Kotaro.
Stop. still mad that little boy lives alone. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
It's in the
I feel like
title.
this one's easier. Well, personally, I didn't finish Kotara. I found it a little boring. So this is because it's 6 intense episodes. It's actually easier.
You heard it.
So it's heavy content, but if it's someone who doesn't mind heavy content, it is a great entry point.
I thought overall it was a good story. I personally wouldn't recommend it as
Look, a 4 is good. They're just not getting pancakes.
Oh,
listen, I don't want pancakes, depending who's making
it's
it.
okay.
I don't want
Pancake ain't shit anyway.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I like my shit cooked in the middle, sir. Thank you. But yeah, yeah. Okay. So we dedicated this whole episode to Tako-Peak's original sin.
We had whole other plans, and then
it was worth the reason I wanted to dedicate this episode just for that is because it's been so long since I seen an anime to this impact before. The ratings on this anime all over my TikTok and how it's just breaking scales with just 6 episodes is
It was like episode 1 of Oshinoko. That's what it feels like.
Yes, and it's in Oshinoko. First of all, God bless.
right?
That's 5 ramen cups straight out the bat. 5 ramen cups. I don't care what anybody say. Oshinoko
hasn't dropped for me yet. We'll see. I know the ending was controversial, so we'll see how that looks when I finally get around to reading it.
I mean, there's just so many different people that find that are watching anime. You're not gonna please everybody. So that's what I'm getting with Tako-Peak is like not everybody's gonna be happy with the ending. I'm just still happy that it didn't end as badly as Game of Thrones. So I'm a win is a win.
Oof.
A win is a win. A win is a win.
Nah, I said it stumbled at the end, not just it shit the bed and then burned the bed and then burned the building the bed was in. Like, Jesus.
Nah, this is good.
A goddamn waste of my time.
This was good writing. I was very pleased, and I wish we get more animes like this, and hopefully to this magnitude. I feel like to have a story. I think because of the fact that it was 6 episodes, the budget for the animation, the soundtrack, because we had happy-go-lucky openings all throughout this. Even the ending is happy-go-lucky. Like, bitch, we just watched the bitch die. Like, it's just happy all over. And then you're like, this is wild. So I think with the 6 episodes, like I said, I'm not really mad at it. The animation's beautiful. The soundtrack is amazing. It gave what it needed to give. The sound, like, it was just good. And I want to see more of this. I want to see more animes pushing the envelope. And this was great. This was a great watch. So I have an announcement to make. If you guys were wondering, since we've been MIA, if we're going to be at Anime NYC this year, look no further, it's just me. Bree and Derby are not coming this year. But they will be there in spirit.
Always.
They will, because, if it's one of us, it's all of us. So they will be there in spirit. I will definitely be at Anime NYC. And I hope to see all of you guys there. If you see me, say hi. I'll be the girl with the black ramen shirt.
If you see cool pins, please tag the creators and just DM me those creators so I can buy those pins on their websites.
Let me tell you something, Derv. I already got you listed. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. I think I will call you every time I will FaceTime you every time I hit a table. I'm like, hey, Derv, you ready? We starting from A. Hold on, switch the phone. Put Bree on the phone. There's stickers right here. Hold on.
Oh.
So hopefully everything goes well at Anime NYC. They gave us press passes again.
Dang, there might be Tako-Peak merch.
Listen, if anybody comes out, I'm gonna tell you right now. If anybody comes out with Tako-Peak merch, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just might flip out. But if you see me at Anime NYC, if you see us, just say hi. I would greatly appreciate it. Take photos. You could talk it up, chop it up with us, whatever. Thank you again for Anime NYC for providing us with our press badges and allowing us to explore and, navigate while having our fans with us and experiencing Anime NYC with us. And we're back. We're here like we never left this bitch. What's up? What's poppin'? What's good? Well, thank you for tuning into the Black Ramen Podcast. Again, don't forget to check out our link tree. We have amazing merch there. Don't forget to check out our anime trivia book that is on Amazon. You could purchase that as well. That is also on our link tree. Don't forget merch. Don't forget to follow us on all platforms. And we're going to do our best to be as consistent as possible. I just checked Apple Podcasts, and they got us down for bi-monthly. That's how bad our episodes are being released. I don't even have control over that. It used to be bi-weekly. I scrolled down that bitch. That's it. Bi-monthly. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. We're going to do better. We're going to do better for the sake of our fans. We're going to do better. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen,
peace.